His creations are artistic and functional. Photojournalist Sam Spaulding introduces us to a blacksmith who uses his fire and hammer to create his pieces.
I'm Mark. I'm a blacksmith in South Reigate, Vermont. I started out probably 35 years ago. About 12 years ago, my mother and wife both passed away that year in, 2002? But previous to them passing, leaving this world, they would encourage me to pursue my passions, which wrought iron was one of them. And that's really where it all began. Now I'm going to go back to the layout table. I like creating. I believe creating brings out the best in us. There we go, good. I'm going to just clean up where it was cut and safe it. Then it will go into the fire. This forge I use, it's a propane forge. Even though we started, or a lot of us, I started on coal, I now use this forge, which is propane. Leaf that again, work on my leaf blank some more. I like that I can create and forge something that nobody else in the world has the exact duplicate of. My power hammer, it takes care of all the heavy work. I'm a firm believer that everybody who is where they're at didn't get there alone. Now that I've finished this leaf, Zach's taking it to the finish table, and he's applying our special oil and beeswax finishing. I like the idea that 100 years from now, when I'm gone, my work will not be.
Buick does custom and bulk orders. You can check out more of his work on his website at vtblacksmith.com.
Local artist Ricky Golden brings new pop to an old technique through his mixed palette. Photojournalist Sam Spaulding visited him to see how it's done.
Yeah, this here is it's called a French easel. Right now I have it set up with markers and my pastels and a little bit of charcoal. So I'm just basically sketching it in. So what I love about pop art is that, well, like I said before, it's iconic Americana. This is a direct straight edge. Boom. So what I usually do is I go to pastel. This is pretty much the color of, I'm going to try to get that outside circle and the Chuck Berry thing. But what I like to do is I like to smudge it. I'm just going to lay it in real soft, real lightly. Up with a marker. So I like to throw some paint in. Grab some red for the Campbell soup can. Before I sell this, I'll work on it for, I'll let it sit for a couple days, come back to it. But you guys have watched me do the beginning of what I do.
Golden plans to begin selling his artwork in the Northeast Kingdom soon.
Gathered at the St. Johnsbury Rehabilitation Center for their annual holiday bazaar. News 7's Alyssa Ellis got to take in the holiday spirits.
many residents, community members, and local vendors, you got the sense of community as people get ready for the upcoming holidays.
Just keep the money in the community and keep the local artists. I mean, from me doing photography to the people doing sewing and everything else, it's great just to keep everything in the community.
Denzel Whitehill has been at every bazaar for the last 11 years.
I enjoy listening to the kids and listening to what they want. And some of the kids, they look at me, what kind of a nut are you?
While vendors come out, resident Doris Page helps raise money for the fight against abusive teens.
I've been doing this for 20 years.
But why does she continue to do this year after year?
It makes me feel good.
With rooms full of laughter and holiday music, Ed Arnold explained why he came back this year.
And it's nice to be in the local area.
As families make their way through the doors, Whitehill finds that children tell him what they want for Christmas every year.
Well, this year I just had the little boy here. He wanted Legos. So you are the Lego master.
Of course I am.
Of course you are.
The residents at the Rehabilitation Center share the joy of the holiday season. Alyssa Ellis, News 7, St. Johnsbury.
All money raised by the vendor fees will go towards holding more events at the Rehabilitation Center in St. Johnsbury.